Hello everyone, my name is Ralph Exton, and I'm the Chief Marketing and Chief Digital Officer for SUEZ Water Technologies and Solutions. I'm speaking to you today from the greater Philadelphia, Pennsylvania area, which is very near our global headquarters for the Water Technologies and Solutions business unit. It was an honor for me to be asked to deliver this keynote address. As someone who has worked in the water industry for over 33 years, I've seen many new technologies come into play during my career, but nothing excites me as much as what I'm seeing in digital right now. The world as we know it is changing, and much of that is driven by digital. From the cars we drive, to the phones and devices we use, to the media and entertainment we consume, and now to the tools and technologies we're using in the water industry. Now, while the water industry has traditionally taken a conservative approach when it comes to adopting new technology, this is no longer the case when it comes to digital. We've heard so much this year about the acceleration and adoption of digital technologies. Technologies like controllers and sensors and edge devices, asset performance management software, advanced analytics, artificial intelligence, machine learning, you name it, the list goes on and on. All of these things make up sort of the ecosystem of digital technologies. So let's explore what we've noticed in 2020. Digital has become front and center because of COVID-19. More organizations are relying on a remote workforce to maintain business continuity. So there's a greater demand for digital tools and remote monitoring and remote control. Whether it's a power plant, a water utility, food and beverage manufacturer, or any other industry for that matter, these organizations and facilities are in need of digital solutions to maintain productivity and to meet the current social distancing guidelines. We've seen examples of customers all over the world accelerating the adoption and use of asset performance management, or APM, these tools and platforms that are used to supplement their remote or reduced workforces. Remote monitoring of key parameters makes it feel like the operator's on site, even when they aren't. They can monitor things in a more efficient way, whether it means fewer or no physical walkthroughs at a site, or by enabling improved information sharing among shifts where people aren't seeing each other in person. With the right APM tool, all the data is in the same place and can be accessed anytime, anywhere, and by anyone, as long as they have the necessary login credentials. So I guess the question is, why has this acceleration occurred? Let's start with IoT, Internet of Things. IoT isn't just a buzzword. It allows for physical devices to connect to the internet. It's the integration of IT, information technology, and OT, operational technology. This enables organizations to create a digital network of physical devices to allow for greater visibility into operations, whether at a plant or individual asset level, like a cooling tower, a boiler, or a membrane bioreactor. It also simplifies and standardizes data collection and can enable things like remote control and remote-based services. From SUEZ's perspective, IoT is at the heart of services we provide to our customers. This is an area that we believe in and that we've invested in to grow our capabilities to offer one of the most comprehensive end-to-end IoT solutions in the water industry. Our integrated offering uses sensors, controllers, communication hardware, including our own proprietary controllers and edge devices. And of course, cloud-based technologies to collect, connect, store, and process data from thousands of operations across the globe. In working with our customers to deliver these IoT solutions, we've been seeing a lot of new trends. While IoT tools and technologies have been available for a while, the pandemic has given many of our customers the final push they needed, not only to adopt them, but to also really incorporate them into their everyday ways of working. We're seeing a shift from a push to a pull mentality as digital monitoring and reporting tools prove out their value. IoT provides a way to look at their operations from a data science perspective and find those opportunities to automate reporting, optimize resources, maximize uptime, and help prolong the life of critical utility applications such as cooling towers, high-pressure boilers, water purification systems, and membrane bioreactors. Our proprietary asset performance management platform, Insight, is the core piece of our IoT solution. It's kind of the glue that pulls everything together to bring the data we collect to life. And within Insight, any user, customers, partners, our own field service personnel, can visualize their data, view trends, generate reports, monitor operations and KPIs, and receive alarms if something goes wrong. It's really an essential tool to not only keep operations running, but to keep them running in their most optimal manner. And so, how do industries benefit from remote services? We're also anticipating greater demand for remote services going forward. COVID-19 pandemic aside, remote services offer a number of benefits to water industrial applications. 24/7 monitoring capabilities, immediate alerts against specified operating parameters, automated reporting, and even remote control. And the notion of using remote services for water systems is complex by its nature, of course. There's thousands of data points that can be collected from any given operation at all times. And this data requires specific expertise and technical know-how to interpret and act upon. And that's why consideration of IoT technology that offers wing-to-wing solution is imperative, from data collection to storage to visualization and analysis. This requires true expertise, not only in the hardware and software technologies, but in the water process treatment as well. The combination of these technologies and know-how with a solid history of industry expertise is key. Industries with critical water operations are looking to maximize resources and minimize spend. Some of the biggest areas of opportunity for them to do this lies within the consumption of energy and labor. IoT solutions offer the ability to monitor and compare data over time and use advanced analytics to predict things like optimal membrane cleaning cycles or remaining useful life, to anticipate changes to influence water quality based on seasonal trends, or to better manage demand for water and energy based on consumer patterns or weather patterns, etc. All of these things and all the associated data around them have a direct correlation to controlling energy costs and manpower costs, which in turn contribute to the bottom line. At the same time, the emergence, I should say, of edge computing is also interesting. Speed and accuracy in data processing are crucial, and an increasing number of IoT applications require real-time data processing. As an emerging complement to cloud computing, analytics and decisions are now moving closer to the action, where the data is actually being generated. This is known as edge computing or edge analytics. So when data is instantaneously processed locally at the sensor level, decisions can be made much, much faster. So how do we think this trend will continue in 2021 and beyond? I think that, look, utilities and industries are looking to become more efficient and have more control over their operations and more visibility. And they want to do so in a way that allows them to be better stewards of the environment, which includes reducing their water footprint as well as energy usage and associated costs. IoT provides a way to look at their operations from a data science perspective and find those opportunities. Think of it in terms of prediction and prescription, where we can not only tell when something is going to happen, but also how to fix it. And this is where advanced analytics come in. Advanced analytics offer a way for operators to really hone in on some key problem areas and optimize them, predicting things like fouling and expected asset lifespan, increased energy and water consumption, and other performance issues. For us at SUEZ, the goal with analytics is to impact the bottom line as well as the environment. If you can reduce operating costs while also saving water and energy at the same time, it's truly a win-win. One example in the industrial sector is heat exchangers. Heat exchangers are some of the biggest energy consumers in an operation. Higher energy consumption, of course, drives higher costs and in many cases higher greenhouse gas emissions. By developing a portfolio of analytics that take real-time sensor data from heat exchange assets and normalizing it, we're able to reveal degradations in performance caused by issues such as fouling. Understanding these degradations and their underlying causes equips operators to optimize operational and maintenance programs to better manage energy and fuel consumption, generating a positive impact on their bottom line, as well as the environment. This is just one example of some of the work SUEZ is doing in the advanced analytics space, but as more and more companies like us start to develop these solutions and scale them up, it's going to bring more and more benefits to the water industry as a whole. Clearly a game changer. I want to thank you again so much for inviting me to take part in this valuable discussion. I wish all of you a great conference. Please stay safe, stay healthy, and take care.